brand of a UK degree education is renowned across the world, and it's something that can easily be taken for granted when you're in the UK and when you're in higher education. That's something that's precious. Sometimes we perhaps have to remind ourselves of it, and of course the QAA's played an important role in that.
We have an incredibly powerful brand for UK higher education. It is, in any estimation, one of the top 3 systems in the world, and many would argue the best.
When you look at genuine global competitiveness, it's not a long list. You know, you'd have the city and finance, you'd probably have kind of high value added export services, and higher education massively outperforms for this country. We've got global volume, scale, quality, and it is internationally recognised. It's an overused phrase, world class, but it is, and every metric says that.
Many of the processes and approaches used across the world are based on our QAA, and we sustain that reputation.
Any international organisation looking from the outside in sees a sector-wide approach, and not only that, it sees high quality across the sector. Consider it as a platform. It's a platform with a very high level, and on that platform universities can display their own distinctiveness, but internationally the understanding is we're all standing on that platform.
UK reputation, I think, is about consistency, a consistency of approach, a consistency of the qualifications that are given. Not all countries have the same type of awards given out. I've worked with many TNE transnational partners before who are almost desperate to have a British degree within their portfolio overseas.
If you go to somewhere like America, their quality assurance and their standards are managed from state to state. And so they haven't got that framework that works right across the USA, whereas we have got it across England, Ireland, Wales and Scotland.
I think UKHE is really the envy of a number of countries across the world. And one of the reasons why I think that's hard won has been our constant insistence on quality. And the QAA has had an important role to play in that.
The UK has an agency whose judgments are internationally respected, whose processes are internationally respected, and whose approach is not only recognised as best in class, but has influenced the developing assurance systems in other jurisdictions.
And inevitably, that creates a sense that the UK knows what it's doing, and that's been a benefit not only to the QAA itself, but to the reputation of UK higher education.
And that definitely helps and supports UK universities and colleges as they go overseas to recruit students.
Our towns and cities are utterly transformed, particularly in the north. I mean, just look at Newcastle. You know, it is physically unrecognisable from 30 years ago, partly because of the investment that universities have made, born in part of their attractiveness to international students. But these are the key drivers of economic growth in cities and towns across the UK. And all of this change, all of it is underpinned by the quality of a UK degree.
People around the world can go to the QAA and say, can you tell me about that university? Can you tell me the quality of the degrees that they're doing? And it's why we as a UK higher education sector have been able to maintain a high quality global brand.